Now, wait a damn minute, Mr. Booty Man. So let me tell you about the time I was a bartender at a swinger spot. And fun fact, I didn't realize it was a swinger spot until damn near the end of my shift. Now, when I say swinger spot, I don't mean a cute little lounge. I don't mean a fancy little restaurant with a back door. No, I mean this is full on community oriented, good old rub and tug, back room type of foolishness. Matter of fact, this was the boom boom room that Ray and Claude was talking about in life. There we go. That's what it was. So early on in my journey as a clueless cocktail curator, I looked for a job on Craigslist, right? Should have been red flag number one, but no. Found a job. They said they're looking for someone who is a people person. I'm friendly. We're looking for someone who has experience. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. And we're looking for someone who likes to have a good time and is not scared of playing. Shoot, I do church plays all the time. What role you want me to play? I got this. This is me. Me is this. So it took them about a week and they called me for an interview. Like, y'all, I am hype. So I take my little blissfully blind behind right up in there. I show up, and we'll just say it's somewhere in New York. I show up to the spot, couldn't find it. Should have been red flag number 2, but it's all right. I find the spot, it looks like a doctor's office. I get to the front window, the lady makes me sign an NDA. Y'all, I felt like a whole adult because I ain't never signed an NDA before in my entire life. So, oh, okay, sure. You know, a bit extreme for somebody who's just trying to pour some liquor. But you know what? I was a naive nightlife newbie. So maybe this is what all the clubs do. I don't know. So I sit in this makeshift lobby for about 10 minutes. And finally, someone comes out. I'm not going to say her name. But someone comes out. She takes me to the back. It's me and 4 other bartenders who show up. And she's like, you guys are ready? You know, first day? Shoot, didn't know I had the job, but I boss signed me up. So we walk to the back. She gives us this nice little tour of the place, and she kept saying, you cannot play when you're on shift. Ma'am, this is a job. Who here play? I don't play about my money. So you ain't saying nothing but a word. So first she stops us at the bar. This was a BYOB facility, so all they had were mixers and beer. So we held the bottles in the back, and each person as they came, they had to check their bottles in, and if they wanted a drink, we poured it for them. Now, I thought it was a little weird, like why can't they just hold on to their own bottles? But whatever, your girl was just happy to have a job at this point. So she's showing us the layout. I said, okay, cool. And she goes, now, this is where the fun begins. Again, I'm a fun-loving girl. Let's go. Okay, but I need to stress, the way this lady spoke about the fun beginning was as if we was about to walk into Disneyland. And you know what? I guess we did. This is like an adult Disneyland. Okay. Continue with the story, Shan. So the first room she takes us to, we walk down this long hallway, and to the right, there is this room. And she was like, these are for the people who like to watch. It's still not clicking for me. I go in there. There was the largest sofa I've ever seen in my life. It was a U-shaped sofa, and there was this floor to ceiling screen, and nothing was showing on the screen. So in my mind, okay, you have a cute little movie theater room. I mean, not really making sense with the vibe. And you know, the lighting in there was very suspicious. So it gave, hey, I have a movie theater in my bar. Okay, sis, go off. So the next stop was this other room a little further down the hallway to the left. And before we entered the room, there was this bowl on a table outside the room. The bowl was full of condoms. So in my mind, I'm like, what in the unholy hanky-panky is going on here? But you know what? Mind your business. First day on the job. See nothing, say nothing. So we go into the room. There's a large bed in this room. Again, another TV. Nothing showing on the TV. So I said, oh, okay. This was before these movie theaters that came out with the beds. I'm like, oh my God, this lady is a genius. Because who puts a bed and a TV in their bar? This must be for the people when they get hungover, they got somewhere to sleep it off. You know what? It's provocative. It gets the crowd going. Who am I to say anything? In my mind, this was a movie room with a bed. And then finally we got to the last room. That last room. Multiple beds in this room. Again, large screen. I step into the room because, again, I need to see where I'm working at. And I look at the screen, and one number ass and titties all up and down that wall. Big asses, small asses, white asses, Spanish asses, black asses, just ass and titties everywhere. Everywhere look, all over. I stepped back and I was just like, what in the Freaky Friday foolishness is going on here? But again, first day on the job, no one else around me seems disturbed by what they're seeing. So maybe it's just me. I fall in line. I ain't see nothing.
Pamela James ain't seen jack.
So she walks us back out to the main room. So she walks us out. She's like, all right, you guys are excited to get started? Hell yeah, I got a job. All right. Again, I pay no attention. I walk my little happy ass right back there, and I indulge in all of this rum-soaked foolishness. Because that's what it was. Just a bunch of foolishness. So before our shift started, they had something called happy hour. And she kept telling us we can only play during happy hour. Again, cool. I abide by. So I sit. And oh, my friends, that is when the fun began. So first, this couple walks up to me. And they're like, hey, you must be new here. I'm like, yeah, first day just started. Harmless questions, you know. We had made small talk here and there. But I realized none of the questions had anything to do with bartending. Next couple comes up. Hey, you must be new here. And I'm just looking around like, well, damn, does everybody notice when the new person walks in the room? All jokes aside, 4 or 5 different couples came up to me with the same exact pickup line. That whole, you must be new here. Like, I swear it felt like it was something straight out of the 90s.
Baby, I know your feet must be tired because you've been running through my mind all day. Come here, girl.
So as the night went on, I started to realize that the, hey, you must be new here, started to get a bit more aggressive, we'll say. Noticing people are disappearing down this long hallway, going into these rooms, and I'm like, oh, they're going to watch a movie. It wasn't until someone walked up to me and was like, hey, you want to go into one of the rooms? You want to watch one of the movies? Shoot. I had another 15 minutes of happy hour, so I don't see my boss. Let's go watch a movie. Why not? Yeah, it slowly dawned on me that this wasn't a movie that I can't even get the words out. But again, my ass happy to have a job. I watched the movie. I realized that it wasn't just the actors' clothes that were coming off. Like, I turned left and right, and everybody in the room just butt ass naked. I was like, Lord, this is a pleasure-packed party. Where is security at? Because this man is filling up on this lady, and I know she didn't sign up for this, because I didn't sign up for it. So I nicely backed up out the room, and the guy's like, where are you going? I'm sorry, sir. This man is fondling this lady. No means no. Hashtag me too. I just started saying stuff that didn't even make sense. I'm sorry, Mr. Booty Man. I can't play with condoms. My mama don't allow me. I get baptized tomorrow. Like, whatever popped into my head to get me out of this community event. Yeah. So I make it down a long hallway. I get back to the front where the other bartenders are. They already started setting up. And I'm like, hey, what in the boozy buffoonery is going on here? Like, what is this, sir? And they all just kind of laughed. And I was like, oh, you're new to swinging. Sir, I ain't never swung in my life. I'm a bartender. I'm not sure how you got the two confused. But you know, after they all finished laughing, they gave me that, oh, poor little ting-ting type of look. And the best advice they gave me for that night was, don't take your knife behind back down that hallway. So, did I leave? Hell no. I sat there and made my little $280 and got the hell out of Dodge. And guess who never showed back up for their shift? This girl.